Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Savvy Commerce. My name is Ratna Dubey and in today's video I'm going to start with the topic wages and the concept of wages. So, first of all, let us know about the meaning of wages. This term wage is any sum of money that is paid by the employer to its employee for whatever the services that the employee has rendered. Now, if we talk about the term wages, basically this term is associated with the work of laborers or any workers. So when the bottom level employees, that means the workers or any laborer, no, they receive the amount or they receive the payment from their employer, that becomes wages for them. International Labour Organization has defined this term as the remuneration paid by the employer to the laborer for his services hired on the condition of hourly, daily, weekly and fortnightly payment. So, wages basically talks about whatever the amount that is being received by the workers. Now its three concepts are minimum wage, living wage and fair wage. So first of all, let's see about minimum wage. Minimum wage is, as the term suggests, a minimum sum of amount that is being received by the workers. This minimum wage, it should enable the workers to get their basic necessities of the life, that is food, clothing and shelter. So the minimum wage is that amount which any employer cannot pay below to this amount. That means if I am the employer in any organization, no, so minimum this much of amount I need to pay to my workers, regardless of my company's ability to pay, whatever the condition of my company's or whatever the financial situation my company is having, regardless of that I need to pay this minimum amount to my workers. So as per Justin Higgins, a minimum wage is the irreducible wage which should enable the worker to get the basic necessities of the life. Also, along with that basic necessities, what they need to maintain is minimum wage should be able to preserve the efficiency of the workers by providing them measures like education, medical requirements and other amenities as well. That means this minimum wage should consider the need of the workers and also the capacity of the industry to pay. Also, there is one more point that it is to be fixed on the basis of region, like in which region the organization is established, also on the basis of various categories of the workers. That means they are skilled, semi skilled or unskilled, they are having any basic knowledge related to that work or not, they are having basic skill related to that work or not. So considering all these criteria, the minimum wage is to be decided. This also has to follow one act, that is Minimum Wage Act, which was passed in the year 1948, so that they can decide the minimum wage which any employer needs to pay to its worker. Because what was happening was the employers used to exploit its labor, so there was a need to provide a base so that the minimum wage of the worker can be decided, and for that only the Minimum Wage Act 1948 was passed, so that the exploitation of the worker can be reduced and they can get the payment on the basis of works that they are performing. Also, they can fulfill their basic necessities of the life. Now, living wage. In this, along with the basic necessities of the life, that is food, clothes and shelter, along with that, the worker should be able to fulfill its other comforts as well, such as providing good education to their children, some amusement, also having some kind of medical facilities so that they can have social security as well. So for that they need a plus amount of money along with minimum wage. So any amount which is more than to the minimum wage, no, that becomes living wage. Obviously, as the name suggests, no, living wage, the worker should be able to maintain their standard of living as well. So there is more point that this living wage, it encourages the employee to put forth their best. That means, obviously, if any worker would be paid more, no, he will definitely perform well in my organization. If I am paying him less, no, he will not work efficiently. But instead, if I am giving him handsome amount of money and I'm taking care of all these necessities of my workers, no, then what he'll do, he will work efficiently. He will be loyal to my company. They will give their 100% into the organization as well. This concept of living wage mean to be linked with the economic condition of the country and the size of the family. Now, fair wage. The wage which is between the minimum and living wage, no, that becomes fair wage. That is amount which is more than the minimum wage but less than the living wage. Minimum wage is for providing the basic necessity to the workers so that they can afford their basic necessity in their life. Living wage was to raise the standard of living so that they can maintain a proper standard of living. And then comes this fair wage, which is in between this minimum and living wage. Also, while fixing the fair wage, the productivity of the labor, prevailing rates of the wages, level of national income, and the capacity of the industry to pay must be taken into consideration. I hope you all are clear with the concepts of wages, that is minimum, living, and fair wage. If you are having any doubt, mention that in the comment section. Also subscribe to my channel Savvy Commerce. Thank you so much.